Your closest family members sign contracts against you in the spiritual. When you were just a little baby, they signed a soul tie contract against you. Chosen ones, your family probably doesn't like you very much. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Because they didn't really like Joseph, but they kind of loved him at the end of the day. In order to get out of the contract, you have to go no contact. Let's say it again. In order to leave the contract, we have to go no contact. The more contact you give them, the more contract you sign spiritually. Every time you're hanging around them, you're giving them another John Hancock, so to speak. This is also why they enjoy being around you, and they want you on the phone so you can talk like you were in person, like old times. Don't fall for the phone call trick, Chosen. You know they try to bind you by your own word. Honestly, it's just as easy to bind you on a phone call because they're binding you based off your righteousness and your kindness when you talk, compared to when you're in person. Shoot, I don't even want you to text me. Block. The more you block these contracts, the less contact you give, your foot is going to be set free like a bird's wings. You'll be able to flap those little flappers again. And that spirit of oppression, that oppressor that's causing the depression, is not going to be able to continue doing what they have done. Because going no contact equals the scepter is returned back to the soul, back to you, back to your mind, body, soul, Merkaba, whatever you want to call it. If you're not in a state of peace, probably because other people, familiar people, are practicing familiar black magic spells or rituals on you, and it sounds crazy, then all you got to do is read the Bible and you're like, oh, well, the Bible is talking about how they use charms against the righteous and how they don't sleep unless they cause the righteous to slip and fall 7 times. So it's time that you start listening to what's actually written down, because this word pierces the marrow and the spirit at the same time, the marrow and the spirit of man. Nothing else can do it the way that this word does. That's also why we ended up making y'all the Health Bible. Health is wealth. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. Jacob's Link.